Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who doesn't know, this is our power hour of true crime where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all. And as a teaser today, this is one of those rage ones that you just get so fucking pissed off about.
Oh, no.
I'm going to talk to you guys about Samantha Josephson. I knew I was going to fucking stumble on that the first time I said it.
Josephson.
And I don't really want to get into it yet.
Okay.
So all I'm going to do is say the name and say that it's going to be ragey because I just want to ease into it like a virgin.
So, oh, look, my shirt.
I did that for you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, so it's flip a table day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. It's heartache day. It's not even flip a table day. It's heartache day.
Okay.
And then on top of aches, I lovingly pulled my neck yesterday. And so if you're watching this on the tele or on your phone, of however you fucking do this, I do look like I have a huge stick up my ass. And it's because it's very hard for me to turn my head.
She has
specifically to the left and down. So I'm happy to be on this side of the podcast.
At least you were like talking, and then I pulled something on this side of my neck the same fucking day, apparently. Sleeping. I just wake up. That's one thing people don't tell you. You just get older and then you go to sleep. Like,
they told me that. That's the only
I ignored
thing
it.
So see, you're lying already.
I choose. I choose.
She's like, I am frustrated that nobody has ever said it. And I'm like, everyone always said that. And she's like, well, I chose not to listen. Well, they said it. Because there's one thing I felt like you learned. It was that when you wake up, you are hurting.
Yeah. And it's like I wake up and I woke up that day and I felt like Ronda Rousey beat my ass in my sleep. Like I took 19.
You sleep like a psychopath. I have said it and I'll stand on this hill. I'll die on it. Like if you ever stay at an Airbnb with Heather and you've ever seen her bed afterwards, it is as if she has taken all of the blankets off except for the fitted sheet to the mattress and then rolled around in it like she was a pig in mud.
I like to burrow.
Exactly. So that's why you get hurt.
Yeah. Well, I like to burrow. I like to be in a cocoon. It's very fun.
Good for you.
I know. I have a question for you.
Okay. 1 second too. We are also at, of course, Wonder Boy Studio, our favorite place ever. Woo. But apparently we have now eased into band practice outside. Yeah. So if you hear it, which I don't know that you will, but we hear it.
Yeah.
We just wanted you to know that you will always know the summer month episodes because there might be a marching band in the background.
There's a college band, right across the street. It sounds like Aztec ancient ghosts are coming up behind us.
Yeah.
Like with the drums and everything. It's like if we heard this and we were on a beach on a deserted island, we'd be like, what the fuck?
We've got to run.
We got to run. Get our spears.
Last week, we literally got out of the vehicle and we were like, is the carnival in town? And it sounded like the carnival.
It was like the
very
steel
confusing.
Drum.
Yes.
With the like we're
Don't make me nod.
We're like like we can't move. We literally are like puppets today.
Oh, it's lame.
It is very lame. But we did a test to see if we could see each other before.
Yes. And it's already aching.
I know. I'm gonna have to turn a little bit harder.
What question did you have? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine. So I have a question for you. So if you had to solve a crime, what fictional detective would be
easy
with you? You can't say Sherlock Holmes.
Lame. Then the Mentalist. The Mentalist
Ooh.
is the second to Sherlock Holmes, if you ask me.
That's a good one.
I know.
Or Mindhunter.
I am fantastic.
Mindhunter's a good one. I thought Angela Lansbury.
Which one on Mindhunter, though? That's like
the main
cast
dude.
Of like...
The main...
we can get in a fist fight on who the main dude is on Mindhunter.
The hot dude. The main hot dude. The dude.
He also had a partner.
Robert?
I have no idea.
What?
I just know what they look like.
Oh, the hot one.
And I don't know why that show didn't keep going.
Pissed.
I was too. Very rarely do I get like rage baited by them not like doing shows again or getting renewed for the next season. That is one that pisses me off.
You know another one that makes me pissed off that was so good? Prodigal Son.
They didn't, did they?
No, stopped, and I was pissed off because they leave you on a cliffhanger and then you're just stuck there.
See, that's like unfair.
That's rude.
It's not only, it should be illegal. Right. We have enough bullshit illegal shit that I'm like, that's literally like an author. That is equal to an author writing a book and then not finishing it.
Yeah.
And then, but people buy it
Yeah, pissed me
y'all.
off. That was such a good show. Whatever. Now I'm real mad. I'm already mad, so let's
Yeah,
go.
great. Well, then I'll
Well,
just start.
yeah. Even though I wanted to say Angela Lansbury, I think would be fun to work with.
She's too outdated. She can't solve a crime with cell phones.
Oh my god.
You fucking kidding me? Over here, murder, she wrote. Yeah, before you could text.
Oh my god. What if it murder she text?
She didn't know it. You're picking somebody from exactly then.
She's quick. She could pick it up.
Yes, I'm sure she can pick up forensic IT analysis.
Yeah.
Absolutely. At 85 years old.
We got a team.
Well, I
with
mean,
us.
she's gone now. But anyway. Okay. All right. My works cited is not super lengthy on this one because this is a ringer. Hulu, Death in the Dorms. Who
Ooh.
I think sees, who knows? Whatever. Just
It's
look for
an
it.
episode of that show.
Yes, and I don't think these swap around like Dateline 2020.
God.
Wikipedia, NBC 10 Philadelphia, People.com, WYFF 4 News, and then more NBC News. And today we are going to talk about Samantha Josephson, which I had mentioned. And the name might ring a bell or it might not. And it might simply give you a little tingle like you know that, but you don't know how you know her name.
I think it's option 3 for me.
Yeah, what's option 3?
What you just said. Like that I think I know it.
I feel like I only gave 2 options. You either know it or you
said
get
no
a
to-
tingle.
Oh. Well, option 2.
I was like, I don't think I did get
The very last option. It
the
felt like
latter.
3.
And who knows? I don't fucking know anymore, guys. I've lost my marbles. My marbles are lost.
She's lost her marbles.
And I'm trying to
God,
pick 'em
I love
up.
when you say that, Meemaw.
I'm trying to pick them up. All right. So this is one of those wild stories that leaves you feeling all sorts of heartache, but also some solace in the fact that the story came to its conclusion so quickly. There wasn't a 20-year time span that took place, tons of suspects, confusing evidence, none of that. It's one absolutely terrible crime followed up with simply hours of putting the blood-soaked puzzle pieces together, followed by some state regulations that hopefully save more lives. Samantha was born on August 13th, 1997 in Princeton, New Jersey, and grew up in Robinsonville, New Jersey. This did not fit anywhere else, so I am tossing it in here to get to the real meat and potatoes. I feel like birthdays somehow are the most important thing that we have to say. And then I realized I didn't say it on the fucking murderer, so fuck him. Anyway, now to understand what was taken, you have to see the life she was building, a life that was vibrant, intentional, and just weeks away from a massive life change. Samantha or Sammy, I will go back and forth between Samantha and Sammy because I have already lost my marbles and I don't have any consistency on that. But everyone called her Sammy that knew her, and she was a senior at the University of South Carolina, a political science major who had already seen more of the world than most. She'd studied in Barcelona and traveled through Madrid and Paris. She's 21, so she's already done all this shit by 21.
Yeah.
She wasn't just a student. She was an overachiever with a full scholarship to Drexel Law waiting for her. She'd be moving back closer to home, but leaving the city she had loved because she was in South Carolina and she was from New Jersey. And this school was about 45 minutes to an hour from her hometown. She was beautiful, funny, and absolutely an it girl, if you ask me. Here's the photo. As I'm going to... Because she's stunning.
In my head, she already was.
Oh, yes.
Like, just because of the life she'd lived. I'm like,
Yes.
she has to be pretty too.
Of course. And she was.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a gorgeous young woman with a head on her shoulders who knew what she wanted and was focused on making it happen.
Oh, yeah.
That was Sammy. One of her friends said, you didn't know what kind of trouble you were this isn't a direct quote. This is from memory. You didn't know what kind of trouble you were going to get into, but you knew it would be fun. And I loved that she said almost like, Sammy didn't get in trouble. She wasn't a bad girl. She wasn't smoking weed behind bleachers or anything like that. But they were going to do something. And it was like, I wanted to be really loose on the word trouble because no part of this girl screamed trouble, bad choices, being promiscuous, none of this stuff.
It's
you
like
know?
when people see us and they're like, oh, here comes trouble.
Every
Like,
time.
Yeah.
Literally
Every time.
Literally
the
yesterday.
dynamic
I was on the
duo,
phone with you.
or-
And they're like, hey, trouble. I was like, always.
Meh, meh.
She had actually visited the school with her sister, the University of South Carolina, which I'll mention her sister in a second. But she visited with her whenever she was going to look at the school. She ended up choosing another place for a different reason, yada, yada. And her sister had fallen in love with it so much that she ended up attending the school.
Oh.
She was so close to her family. Her mother, Marcy, love the name, love her mom. And her father, Seymour, not trying to be inappropriate. They were real hot.
Yeah.
And they are still hot.
Yeah.
They are aging like fine motherfucking wine.
Get it.
But they are one of those couples where you're like, subscribe. She had an older sister of about 3 years because they would always fight over if it was like, it's like 2 years, 9 months or something, which is a stupid thing us siblings do, especially with sisters. Like you're rounding up and they're like rounding down so hard.
Yeah.
Her sister was named is named Cindy. Sydney, gosh, not Cindy, Sydney. She was 24 at the time. And when I was watching the show Death in the Dorms on Hulu, and her family, just seeing her and her family, they were just like the absolute bee's knees. They were kind and close and sweet and just really raised a pair of unbelievable women. Like, this was one of those families and couples that I'm like, what I would have done to like have grown up in that kind of environment. My parents are the tits. I'm not here to say anything like that.
Right.
And it's one of those where if you didn't have what looked like a really beautiful life journey in that, like you could have the jealousy in this family.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Wonder. You can always wonder what if, but be grateful for what you had or have. You can wonder what if.
Yeah, and they were just a beautiful family in a I would say an upscale neighborhood, like just being fucking sweet baby angels, like sweet little love kittens.
I mean, at 21, she's already seen more of the world than most people will.
Yes,
and has like
is
to get a
focused
like,
and now going into law.
She's got her shit together.
I ended up mentioning Greg, but I'm just gonna hop into it. She had a boyfriend, a long-term boyfriend named Greg. I literally just said Greg. I never looked into his last name. My apologies,
Greg.
But because he was just like that sweet, handsome boy that you're like, that's who I would want my daughter dating. So she had like this fantastic relationship with this really unbelievable guy as well. Aww. So weeks away, basically graduating, weeks away, about to start her career.
Right.
So she wanted to practice international law. That weekend in March of 2019, her parents were actually planning a surprise visit to see her in Columbia. They were coming to celebrate the end of her undergraduate chapter, and lots of exciting things were ahead. It was obviously at the end of the semester, and it's that time when you're hanging out with your friends, knowing that this may and totally will likely be the last time you're all going to be together like this. Her and her group of friends head out on that fateful Friday in the 5 Point District. This was March, I want to say March 29th, 2019. A place where 5 Points District again, a place where college students, not collage is what I wrote.
You wrote collage?
I wrote collage students.
Kids be making those vision boards.
Fuck yeah, they're great. College students partied and kind of hopped from location to location. Now this location, take a drink every time I say location, was right next to campus, so very close. And this particular bar was about a mile from her campus. I needed to look into that. So one of the school editors was talking in that show again. And he was like, honestly, you could be driving down the street and not realize you were off the campus and you were already into like the urban area.
Okay.
And by about 2 a.m., Sammy was ready to go and her friends are enjoying themselves and she's in a fine place, not stumbling over drunk like I would have been at her age. And she ends up booking an Uber and she's like, I'm just going to take a Lyft. I'm going to get home. My apologies because to me at this point, Uber and Lyft are one and the same. They are not. This is Uber.
Okay.
So if I say Lyft, I'm saying it out of air because I'm a fucking twat.
Lyft is more prominent here, so I get it.
Yes,
I get it.
Like, it was always Uber in my previous life, right. And then I moved here. So Miami Uber came here, it was Lyft, and then to me they're just fucking one and the same.
Yeah, and a lot of them drive for both anyway, but that's
right.
Neither here nor there.
So she, as I said, she books an Uber and she waits outside. It's an action we've all taken, standing on a curb, looking at your phone, waiting for a map to sync up with a pair of headlights. At 2:09 a.m. on March 29th, 2019, a black Chevrolet Impala pulled up outside the Bird Dog Bar. In that late night haze of a great night, Sammy thought it was her Uber. And from the video, before the vehicle had really like pulled fully into the parking spot, she was getting into the back seat. In that moment, the driver's child-proof locks engage, and Sammy Josephson is never again heard from.
No, what?
Her roommate called the police the very next morning, stating that her friend was getting an Uber and heading home, but wasn't there, and she wasn't there in the morning. She was like, look, we're not worried that she went home with a guy. She's not like that. It's nothing like that. She wouldn't do that. We're actually like really concerned. And I have to say this, and please don't hate me for it, but this girl sounded so very Valley Girl on the phone recording that I'm actually grateful that the cops took it so seriously because it just did not sound serious. Like when they replayed it, it was like, so like my girlfriend, my roommate, she didn't come home last night and like she's not the type that would just go home with a guy.
Oh, no.
And her phone's off. And like, we're actually like really worried about her. And that was kind of.
Oh, it's kind of hard not to make assumptions like that. Just like
Yes.
people think that people with Southern accents, i.e., me, are not intelligent.
Well, I mean,
right, smart as fuck,
right?
But no, like I get that because, and then also they'd be like, well, she's 21 and you sound like a Valley girl. So
exactly.
I agree with you.
I could not help but like
on that.
It was on the TV and I was doing other stuff. And whenever that record, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, I'm so impressed that the cops took it fucking seriously.
Right. Well, even
Thankfully,
so, even if she didn't have that kind of dialect, it would be like she's 21.
It would still be hard.
So it'd be hard for
leaving a bar, 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m. She left. She
said she got a lift. Yeah, there's a million ways that we can be like, oh, she was standing outside, bumped into a friend, her phone died, didn't charge it, yada yada.
Her friend just took her home. And she slept on their couch.
So, anything. Like, a million opportunities.
So I agree with that.
Especially when it was like essentially a mile away from the dorms.
That's what I'm saying. At least she was trying to be safe and she didn't walk alone.
Yes.
So I'm upset already.
I know. And I've gotten into Ubers completely shithoused solo. Mm-hmm. And you just want to be mad at your previous actions pretty much.
Right. That's why if you do have a Lyft driver like I do, that's a safe. And you can request women drivers now. But anyway, we can get into all that later.
Yes. Yeah. We'll talk more about the Uber experience.
Yeah.
Anywho, her parents get a call from Sammy's boyfriend, Greg, who I wrote literally looks like the sweetest baby angel and exactly who you want your daughter dating, saying that he couldn't reach Sammy. Now, I also was so impressed by Greg because Greg was like, I've already called the cops. He lived in a different town, like, but close. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think he was either with his parents, staying at his parents, i.e. who fucking cares on that part? He had gotten his parents, called the cops, and was driving back to the town with his parents to try to look for her.
Oh.
So, good. Like, he was quick with it.
Yeah, he's not like, she'll come home.
No.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm getting my mom and dad, and I am hustling, and we're going to try to figure out what happened. Mm-hmm. Her parents, they weren't at the same location. That's very common. So Seymour calls Marcy. Marcy's like, wait, what? What is happening here?
Right.
And so he goes, get home, pack your bags. We're leaving right now. So the millisecond he gets the call, I think they're on the road within an hour.
Wow.
Where she got home, packed her shit, and they had Sydney, the 24-year-old other daughter, stay at home. Now, she knows that her sister's missing and she's obviously concerned.
Right.
But in her mind, she's like, I bet her phone's just dead. Like, she would not allow her mind to go to the worst case scenario because it's so unlikely.
Yeah.
It's so unlikely.
Especially her. She didn't sound like a dumpster fire.
Right.
Like that. She didn't sound like she just casually goes missing often. And it's like, I was just drunk and asleep. Like,
yes, exactly.
So of course her sister's like, no, stay in my safe place. She's going to come home. She's going to come home. I would do the same thing.
100%.
If you disappeared.
Yeah.
For like 2 years. So be like, no, she's going to come home soon. Travis is like, we just had her funeral. Nope. She's coming home.
Yeah.
I would do it.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And like her neighbors were close. They lived in this beautiful neighborhood and like her neighbors, I think she went and walked her dog and her neighbors were like, we'd like for you to come spend time with us and like had her over for dinner to try to like be with her as much as possible.
Right.
Because I think honestly, everyone was like the adults, it feels like, and a 24-year-old is an adult. I'm not saying that, but the adults in it were terrified from the millisecond it happened. Like they were already feeling something.
Yeah.
So I told you that. And I mentioned everyone is literally acting fast as fuck. Like I really couldn't be more impressed by just how everyone reacted. So her parents had like a 12-hour drive ahead of them. The second they get the call, her dad, like I mentioned, he goes, get in the car. We're going there right now. I've said all of these things once more. Okay. So as her parents are getting closer to the campus, they're on this commute, they're going. They're still on the phone with the detectives and they're getting constant kind of updates of what's going on. Seymour was calling, trying to confirm, yada, yada. He put 2 and 2 together really quickly when they continued to start asking for their ETA. So he said in the car on the drive at one point, the detective kept asking. She asked twice about the ETA because they said, have you found anything? Have you found anything? And they're like, well, when are you going to be here?
Oh.
And so he got off the phone the second time and he said he literally looked to, I think he may have been the one driving, but he looked away from his wife and he was just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. They're making us get there to identify.
What a long drive too. 12 hours is already long, but with that kind of destination. I can't imagine.
And that's what, like, I'm not going to pee.
Like,
I'm not going to eat.
No.
I'm going to throw up. I can't.
Yeah. Like that astronaut lady that drove across the country in a diaper. I'd be like, with that speed.
Right.
Like,
oh my God.
Yeah.
At around 3 p.m. the following day, okay, the Clarendon County Sheriff's Office, they were called to a remote wooded road in New Zion, South Carolina, which is a small rural community about 65 miles east of Columbia, which is about an hour to an hour and 15-minute drive from where they were located, the bird dog. There along Briar Patch Road, investigators found Samantha's body in a secluded area off the roadside. The assumption very quickly was that it was Samantha based off of the clothing that she was wearing and what she was wearing the night before. The discovery came less than 13 hours after surveillance cameras had captured her getting into what she believed was her Uber outside of Bird Dog in Columbia.
Oh, that's so sad.
All of it is devastating, but the speed is the only thing that I feel like is any shining light, because this is all going to be wrapped up within 24 hours,
which is
pretty much
rare.
So
from
the
what we
family,
watch and read about.
So the family went through absolute horrendous fucking heartache, but they found out everything quickly. And that's the only piece of solace that I can fucking grab from any of this.
Like, yeah, if you're reaching, that's one thing you can grab for.
I can reach for that. Now, investigators quickly connected the timeline. The college senior had left a crowded entertainment district beside the University of South Carolina, and by that afternoon, she had been found on an isolated dirt road more than an hour away. God. For Samantha's family, the fear that they had started with a missed call that morning became the news no parent ever wants to hear. When Sammy closed the door of that vehicle, she had no idea who was behind the wheel. It was a man named Nathaniel Rowland, and he was no driver for hire, but a fucking predator. The horror of this moment lies in such a basic function of a vehicle: the fucking child-proof locks. A feature designed to keep children safe in the backseat was used to essentially create a cage. The moment Sammy closed that door, she was trapped. The handles wouldn't work from the inside, and that Impala pulled away from the street lights of 5 Points. She was no longer a passenger. She was a captive in a vehicle moving steadily towards the dark. I want to be careful here because the details are absolutely devastating. It's truly a nightmare come to life. There's no other way to put it. We need to cover all of it, of course, so that you have an understanding of the amount of the forensic evidence that occurs in this case. This wasn't just an attack. It was a testament to how hard Sammy fought. Fast forwarding to the pathologist's harrowing testimony, Samantha Josephson had been stabbed over 120 times with a 2-bladed knife.
What?
One of the strikes went completely through her right hand.
Oh, God.
And she fought with everything she had to defend herself. The force was so extreme it severed her hyoid bone and even penetrated her skull to her brain. To quantify the violence, consider this. The human body usually holds about 4 liters of blood. When the autopsy was performed, Sammy only had 20 milliliters left.
Holy shit.
She bled out in that car over the course of about 10 to 20 minutes. A thrill killing carried out with a level of malice and fuck-uppery that's hard to wrap your head around.
120 times is rageful.
And it was a 2-bladed knife.
What does that mean exactly?
Let me try to reach with my neck.
No, here, I got my phone right here.
And I thought about that. I was like, I need to make sure I do that as one of the photos. So I will remember that.
A 2-bladed, is it like on both sides?
I almost would say consider like a pocket knife.
Like a pocket knife, and it's sharp on both sides?
I love it. I love you're trying to explain it. And I'm like,
and I'm over here like holding my hands up.
And I'm like, can you just fucking give me a second?
No, I have zero chill. What if
I'm going to hope they shove an image of it. And because I got to see it on the
show.
Here we go.
On Dorm of Doom, or what's it called?
I'm sorry for clearing my throat.
That's not what I pictured at all.
It's almost like a, I don't fucking know how to explain it, guys.
Pliers,
but they're knives.
It looks like pliers, but they're blades at the top. So for you audio listeners,
yes,
that's what I couldn't see my hands making not the right motion at all.
Right.
But
so essentially,
looks like pliers but blades.
So that made me wonder if it was 60.
Got it.
That ended up being 120 because it was too. Either way, unbelievable.
Psycho.
While the car was a site of unimaginable violence, the discovery of her body happened in a place of peace. I believe it was 14 hours later when 2 turkey hunters were walking through a remote field in New Zion when they found her. And the location was the first major investigative break of the case. As everything comes together, we'll find out that New Zion wasn't random. It was an area where Roland had recently lived. He had returned to the place he knew to dump her body, leaving a trail that led directly back to his own history. And while those hunters were standing in that quiet field, police back in the city were already closing the net. I mean, the speed at which this is wrapped up is something like a Law and Order episode for sure.
Yeah.
The turning point came at 3 a.m. the next morning. So, and I say within 20, it's fucking just about 24 hours.
Right.
Nathaniel Rowland did something many predators do. He
What?
returned to the scene.
Oh, God.
A canine officer spotted the Impala back at 5 points and pulled it over. Literally.
He went back the next night.
Yes, in the same vehicle. They were looking for his vehicle, obviously, because it had it on camera.
Yeah.
Of her getting into the vehicle. Now, keeping in mind, too, license plates aren't in the front. The way that the vehicle had pulled up, black vehicle. I don't even know. And this is one thing I should recall, and I really don't. I don't even know if her Lyft ride was a black Impala or like a black Charger. And it was like not even the same vehicle, but a car that was black.
See that? I mean, I get that mistake that could be made because you know me, I don't know vehicle models or makes. So, I check the license plate, but it's only because I've heard about shit like this.
Yep.
Like on the app now, it has the license plate and they say your name when you get in. Or
We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. No
It's
problem.
But like, it's an easy. I get why.
Yes,
you know,
how it happened.
How it
100%.
I completely
let
understand.
you be drunk.
Yeah.
Because she was at a bar at 2 a.m. So we can make the assumption that maybe she wasn't drinking at all, but like she was at a bar celebrating her graduation.
Yeah, we're just assuming she. I mean,
and she was standing just fine. In the video, there was no like.
I remember the video now. Now I remember her name.
I knew you would.
Yeah.
And I knew anyone who's followed anything is getting that realization. Oh my gosh, this is the one.
Because she literally just looks and gets right in. It just looks like she's getting picked up by an Uber.
Yep.
So,
as I mentioned, they pull over fucking Nathaniel.
Yeah.
And they find the vehicle. I'm sorry. I wonder what I meant by find the vehicle. Oh, here we go. I love myself. I wrote find the vehicle and likely find the killer. The fact that we rolled up, that he rolled up there the next morning just shows how fucking dumb this dude was. Don't worry though. At the end of this, you'll not only hate him for what he did and who he took from this world, but you will also think, wow, this is the fucking dumbest criminal we have ever covered on this show.
the dumbest one ever? Because we've had some dumb ones.
Yes.
I mean, they're all dumb.
They're all dumb. They're all dumb, stupid
but
cunts.
some of them are like more dumb.
This one is so fucking dumb
Okay.
that my husband, who does not enjoy the true crime realm at all, I was like, I need to watch this show while I'm fucking around with my sourdough.
Yeah.
And I was like, so play on your phone if you don't care. My husband at one point literally looks up from his phone and he goes, what a fucking idiot. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And he pays no attention to any of this shit.
Right.
I'm going to be honest. My husband kind of hates true crime.
Yeah.
So I'm happy we're married.
Right.
Wonderboy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their bangin' ass podcast studio,
Where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at WBOYmedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
Then it is officially time for you to visit Hetef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that a couple of Sassholes sent you, you get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time. Okay, so when they pull him over, guess what? There's obviously blood all over the inside of the vehicle.
I was just thinking
So from the pullover, like so fucking obvious that the cop could see it and was like, obviously there's dash cam footage of all of this.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like,
Oh, body cam? Like it's on
Yes.
him so you can see in the car?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So as he walks up to the vehicle,
you can see it.
You can see it.
I mean, you said how much blood she
Yeah,
lost.
we'll talk. Well, I'm going to cover some more to where it's like, did he really, like, we'll get into more.
I love
in a
this.
second.
You're like giving me blue balls over here and my neck hurts, so I got to like adjust a little bit.
Yes.
But, yeah. Cause
And
I'm
the
like
second
asking
he's like,
questions and you're like,
is this blood? Like, he's like, what is in your back seat? And he's like, and then darts. He runs.
he just says, and does he drive
Doesn't say,
away? Oh.
He's literally like, the guy's about to arrest him
And
for
he's
fucking
like-
obvious blood.
he's just
We're
like-
looking at a disappearance of a woman.
Right.
And he just sprints. Bitch didn't get far. Cops are already out. It fucking.
Of course they're looking for him. Hadn't even been a day.
And he went right back.
Yeah.
Right back to where it was. And girl.
Oh, no.
When investigators look inside that car in detail, and then also into the life of Roland and what he was like, the life he was living, they found what the judge called an avalanche of evidence. Inside the car, they found liquid beach.
What's
I
that?
wonder what liquid beach is.
Sand? Or sex on the beach
I'd say
drink?
it's probably a really good perfume that has like a coconut scent.
See, I'm thinking of like Malibu rum.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's a perfume. Anyway, liquid bleach, germicidal wipes. So I'm gonna call that Lysol wipes.
Right.
Window cleaner, and no fucking bullshit. Sammy's iPhone or Sammy's phone. Let me just say phone.
Her phone?
Her phone was in there. He had been trying to scrub the evidence away in real time, though didn't apparently think it would be so easy to find him. I guess. The only thing I can assume is that he thought he had way more fucking time, though, to drive back to the crime in the same vehicle around the exact same time the following fucking day.
Right.
When you know cops are going, like, I cannot, all I can say is, wow.
And here's the thing. In a college bar district, the only vehicles that are driving at that time are Lyfts and taxis and Ubers. Like, a lot of people are not
Or
driving.
people trying to get a Dewey.
Right, or that. But majority of them, even like downtown, I think of like downtown Nashville, they're all just Ubers and Lyfts and taxis. They're going to see a black car, like especially in Impala, because that's also can be a police car. So like I would pay more attention to that anyway.
I'm just like, you literally brought a crime scene back to the original crime scene with the weapons. Like, okay.
And her phone.
So they end up realizing who the fuck, and they bring in his girlfriend, who he was dating at the time. And she had been waiting on him the next morning to take her to work. And he was late, which caused her to be late. So she was already fucking annoyed. And so, no bullshit. This motherfucker had to take his girlfriend that morning to work. It's 2 a.m. when he is meandering around in a party district.
Okay.
So hours later, youth, man, I guess, like they're expecting to go to, I don't fucking understand the fact that he did this in a car that he then had to drive someone in hours later.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, was it
Hours
just
later.
opportunity or what, like?
I'm going to say this is a crime of opportunity. This is what they're calling a thrill kill. And I'm going to get into it. So I love your questions.
Okay.
I obviously didn't insert my inputs in the right spots because your questions are in the next 4 pages.
I like that though. That means it gives me, I'm into it even though the story's awful.
Yes. So here are some of the things to note, right? He had put a blanket over the seat. I think it was a white blanket. Also so fucking dumb. A white blanket, blood.
Wow.
I can't even. The reason I say white is like I remember that in the video. But also I was doing other stuff. So I'm like, when he pulls up on another camera, they see the white blanket. So it's like even more evidence that like this is him kind of deal. And that he, I guess, was trying to cover up the worst of it maybe by like throwing a blanket over it. And then she said that it smelled so strongly of bleach, like she could barely fucking stand. She was like, what did you do? Like, why does it smell so strongly in here? And when she asked what this was all about, he was a fucking cunt and basically said, why the fuck are you all up in my business?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
When you see the photos of, like, you watch the show. You just have to watch the show. But as you're like seeing, like, there's blood splatter throughout this vehicle. I'm also like, what was the bleach going to do? Because bleach would color the entire inside. You can only do floor mats.
Right.
Like you can't even put bleach on leather, you know? Like I don't understand.
Well, he didn't sound like he had a law scholarship waiting on him,
Yes.
to say the least.
If that I'd be like, yeah, I'm breaking up. So the girl was like, I'm gonna tell you fucking everything. On top of that,
Okay.
okay. So he commits a crime in a vehicle, and instead of going, say, to a random gas station in a different city,
Okay.
to multiple dumpsters to clean out what was in his vehicle,
Oh, God.
he's like, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna do it at my girlfriend's house in front of my girlfriend. So he is a witness, and he has it tied to a known affiliate of him. He straight up is like cleaning out his vehicle at her home at one. Like, she saw him clean his vehicle at her house. The police ask her if they can do a search, and she's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah, fuck him. Look
now
at
my
everything.
house is getting searched. I feel bad for her.
I mean,
because
she
if
didn't
she's
ask for
dating
any of
a ghetto ass dude like him, you're probably not having the best stuff in your house. So I'd automatically be like, well, let me hide my stash first. But anyway, now she's fucking having her house searched because this fuck cunt of a boy that she was fucking.
I mean, well, he sounded like a piece of shit anyway. Because if I'm like, why does your car smell like this? And you're like, mind your own fucking business. Well, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I bid you adieu.
What did they used to say on AOL? Goodbye.
I know. Oh, that was hot. Okay, so let me just say this real quick. I said that he had not only...
You said that was hot, sorry. And then I laughed and then
you
threw
hurt
my
your
neck
You
out.
fucking
God,
nailed
this
it.
is 40. Beware, younger listeners.
Yeah, it will happen to you.
It will. It happens
You
to
think
everyone.
it won't happen, it will happen to you.
I know.
Anyway.
Sorry, continue.
So homeboy not only had a witness the next morning of the state of his vehicle, but then he also disposed of things at a known affiliate's house. Like, this part may be the absolute biggest part of the you're a fucking dumbass part of the story.
Okay.
So in the trash behind the girlfriend's house. Let's carry on.
Oh my God, so sassy. She just licked her finger.
They found more cleaning supplies and the motherfucking murder weapon.
What?
That 2-bladed knife still had her blood on it. They knew from the marks it was a bit of a special type of blade because obviously it was a two-blade fucking knife. 2 blades obvi. So when they saw it, it was obvi that they fucking had it. Like, they saw it with blood and they're like, it was a weird stab wound fucking murder weapon.
I've never seen that a knife like that in my life.
I have, but I really, like, I don't know. I say I have, and I'm like, no, I'm thinking pliers.
It looks like pliers, but what's the point? I don't understand the point of them. That's homework for me later.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it was because I really need to look at the like the base of it, the hand part, because it did look like pliers. I'm like, could it be used as scissors as well?
Oh,
Like, because of the handle of it? I don't know. But still, who the fuck's walking around with scissors?
Yeah, fuck this guy.
Unless,
fuck this
like,
guy. I'm
if
so
you were
mad.
doing something in your house and you were, like, cutting a wire, like, that's the only way I could think of it was, like, cutting a wire or doing, like, some mechanical work. But this guy was not a winner, so anyway.
Yeah, but like wire cutters. Okay.
It's one tool. It was one tool that was
He is one tool, and I'm mad.
So anyway, the most haunting find was on the rear driver's seat window, and it was an obvious bare footprint.
No.
Forensic experts matched the friction ridge patterns of that print to the soles of Sammy's feet. It was a silent physical mark of how hard her struggle was to get out of that locked car. The finality of it was found under fucking his own fingernails, where investigators recovered Sammy's DNA under his fingernails the next day.
I fucking hate this guy.
Look at how much evidence has already been collected and how obvious the case was coming together.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only silver lining in this is that
Yes.
they caught him fast because he's a fucking idiot.
At
but
this
still.
point, the only thing that was missing was if he would have put on his phone and recorded the entire thing.
Yeah,
like,
no
that was
kidding.
it.
He goes live on Facebook.
Yeah.
Fucking douchebag.
We have to ask if there were missed warnings. So Roland didn't just appear out of nowhere. Just months earlier, in October of 2018, he was linked to a carjacking where a woman was forced to drive to an ATM and then robbed at her home. The most telling details, hours after that crime, he was caught on camera selling the victim's PlayStation 4 at a pawn shop. Criminal mastermind of the year.
Man.
He was a man who had already tested the system, operating in plain sight with stolen goods, and emboldened by the fact that he hadn't been stopped. I don't know what happened on that. Like, he was obviously caught red-handed, if you ask me, but I don't know if he was just like on probation. I really don't know what
They
the
probably,
state of
I
that
mean,
was.
it depends on how big his record was, slap on the wrist, depending on where they are.
By the time he saw Sammy on that curb in 5 Points, he wasn't just a random stranger. He was a predator whose criminal behavior was escalating, and now it was time to toss in the thrill killing we saw in the courtroom. I think those types of murders are the hardest. Each time I see thrill kill in the Wikipedia bio or any of the sites, it just guts you.
Oh, yeah.
The definition of a thrill kill is a deliberate murder committed for the sheer excitement, adrenaline rush, or personal enjoyment of the act. Unlike most homicides, it lacks traditional motives like financial gain, retaliation, or self-defense. Instead, the killer's primary reward is a psychological or physical stimulation of the crime.
Fucking gross.
There's no other reason for this than stating it as a thrill kill. And there's nothing that just pisses you off more because there's no rhyme or reason. The victim simply was a person at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's it.
They're all sad, and those are even so what? Because that's literally proof it could happen to anyone.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The murder occurred before 2020, so of course the fucking trial got pushed back, which of course is extra hard on the families of the victims.
Yeah.
When you might finally start feeling like you can get out of bed in the morning, you're pushed into the courtroom to relive the worst days of your life. And that's exactly how it was for the Josephson family.
I bet.
The trial in July of 2021 was a clinical parade of this horror. 31 witnesses took the stand, including a cell phone store owner who testified that stupid fucking cunt had the cold-blooded nerve to try to sell him Sammy's phone the day after she disappeared.
Shut your mouth.
Yep, he went right in with it. When it came time for the victim impact statements, Marcy Josephson told the court, "Her death was my death. I close my eyes and I feel what she endured." After 7 days of testimony and evidence, the jury left the courtroom to deliberate. They were gone for just over an hour. Then they came back with their decision, guilty on all counts: murder, kidnapping, and possession of a weapon during a violent crime. Judge Clifton Newman was visibly moved, calling Rowland heartless and stating that leniency was not part of his DNA. He handed down 2 life sentences, and the jury legit took an hour to confirm that he had fucking did it.
Oh, God.
Even as recently as late 2024, Rowland's appeals were denied, bringing a sense of legal finality to a case that was never truly left the public's consciousness. Along with this, I fucking saw where he said he did not do it, that someone took his car and claimed his innocence. Even with the fucking DNA under his own fingernails and the evidence of him going into a pawn shop to sell the phone. The fucking gall the people have. I will always be flabbergasted.
Your flabbers are gasted.
They're flabbing and they're gasting. And it just blows me away when people are like, you're so fucking caught. You're so fucking caught that you're like, yeah, I left my car there and someone took it and killed her. And then I tried to clean up that and my DNA. Well, yeah,
someone took my car and they brought it back. It was just like this.
My DNA is everywhere. Her
just
DNA
say
is
you did it. Because you're a garbage human and go rot in your cage.
I'm like, do you do this because you think that you would get leniency, A, in the court, or B, like you'd have a chance to appeal? Like, are you worried about the parole? Like what are you trying to achieve other than the fact that like it makes the jury hate you more?
And the family has to go through it too. Like they get closure, but this guy's still publicly saying, "Oh, I didn't do that."
I know.
And everybody, like, I would be so mad if someone like killed you, and then they were like, "Well, I didn't do it. Someone stole my car." I will go in there and shove 19 packs of ramen up your asshole. Just admit that you did it.
Right. That's
a lot of money in prison. Soups.
The soup.
All them soups.
Fucking soups, man.
But it's so fucking sad.
It is.
And I hate him. Like,
with
a passion.
Like, a motherfucker like that is still alive. And the beautiful, sweet Sammy is gone. And that's so unfair in this world.
And he's like, I didn't do it. Stupid fucking.
But the real legacy of this case isn't in a prison cell. It's the What's My Name movement. Sammy's parents turned their grief into a legislative force that changed the multi-billion-dollar rideshare industry. There's an important distinction in the laws they passed. State laws in New Jersey and South Carolina focused on the physical, mandating front license plates, illuminated signs, and scannable barcodes. But then in January of 2023, President Biden signed the federal Sammy's Law, which focuses on national safety studies and standards to ensure this doesn't happen again. Now, when you open up your Uber app, you get those persistent, and I don't know, this is one, so 2023 is when Biden signed that. that they stopped doing the lighted signs. The lighted signs came after this, and then they're not sending out any new signs, but they changed it to the barcoding part. Like they changed that part. So if you're still seeing somebody, it's in. What else did I see? Like it's likely before 2016 was when the light up signs, like 2016 is when I guess you could purchase them extra. I don't know what it is, but either way, that's why you're not seeing the signs as much, because now they changed it to the barcode.
Yeah.
So that you can scan and make sure you have the right Uber.
Yeah.
Now, when you open your Uber app, this is the other part. You get those persistent push notifications reminding you to check the license plate and the photo.
Yep.
And those alerts are specifically because of Samantha.
Yep.
And I don't see them because I used to Lyft every day. I used to literally Lyft to work sometimes in Miami.
Yeah.
But here, I'm just simply not. I always have a sober motherfucker who can come get me at this point. But I haven't lifted in forever, and I'm not.
Yeah, it's I feel, because I've been doing it for a while, and like since before this and after, like back when Lyft had mustaches, the pink mustache used to be their logo, and it was like a new thing. But they used to have that on their car, and it's improved so much. And I've had a couple scary things when I lived in Nashville that happened. And I feel a lot more safe now. You can pick that if it's a woman. Like I've canceled rides when I was in Nashville. I was like, and it's me being judgy, but I'm like, that guy looks like I would be scared of him. I'm not riding with him. Like if you look scary in your picture, I have the right to cancel the ride. So,
right.
Yeah. So like one of them, he was huge and I was by myself. I was like, nope, woman driver.
Yeah.
Like, so I like the fact that you can do that. And a silver lining out of Sammy's case is that, legislation actually changed.
Agreed. And they were very quick with it. Like, I mean, not
that's
a
fast turnaround for a law.
But I guess they didn't fight it in any capacity. Like one of the important political people in the process that was talking about, they were like, we're just going to get it done. The governor, I don't know if it was South Carolina or if it was New Jersey, but they were like, we're just doing it. And it needs to happen. It's here. We're signing it. We're pushing it through as fast as possible. There's no other option. We're just going to get it done.
Most of the time that stuff takes way longer, it seems like. So I'm thankful for that, even though the story's fucking sad.
Agreed. Yet once the policy changes are noted and the court transcripts are filed away, we're left with the weight of the silence. You can visit the Rock Garden and the Memorial Patio in Robinson, South Carolina, or look at the posthumous degree of the University of South Carolina that they awarded Sammy. But the horror of the facts remains. It's the image of a girl who did everything right, who studied, who traveled, who had a brilliant career waiting for her, and the terrifying reality of those childproof locks. The illuminated signs are everywhere now, but the fear of that 2:09 a.m. moment still lingers on the streets of the Five Points district and flashes in the mind each time you open up that Uber door and step inside. That's a sad story of Samantha Josephson, who was taken all too soon at the start of her amazing new life and the movement her family created in her honor.
Man.
What a motherfucker.
Man, that, I'm so sad.
I told you, it's a heartbreak one.
It is.
It's just so sad.
It needs to be told, for one, in remembrance of her, but two, because people do need to be careful, because it's such it's easy to let your guard down, sober or not, if you're taking a ride from a rideshare. Like, it's easy to let your guard down.
Enough that, and we even say that, and in all of this, he wasn't an Uber driver.
Right.
Like, isn't that the craziest part of it? He had no idea that a gorgeous woman was going to just step into the backseat of his car.
Right. Right.
So none of this was planned.
No.
None of, what he was doing there, was he pulling in to go into the bar?
Yeah, who knows?
Like, what was his intention? Because he still says he didn't do it. So at the end of the day, you have no motive here.
Right.
And when there's no motive, what do we put it into the category? A thrill kill.
Mm-hmm.
I got this girl in the car and I'm going to do this and I'm going to attack her. And she fought to the best of her ability.
Yeah.
Her father and her family, they were like, if she would have just left with somebody else. Mm-hmm. If she just wasn't alone, there was no chance of her to survive an attack from someone completely alone.
Yeah.
And her friends were completely devastated, obviously, by all of it. But why would you ever think that would happen? Yeah, now we fucking think that would happen.
Now we would, but back then, no.
No.
Like, now it's like,
no.
I'm going to make sure you get in a lift. If you have to go a mile by yourself, I'll
You've
wait
done
out
that
there.
multiple times. You've literally talk to a Lyft driver when you put me in a Lyft, and you were like, you're like, I have your face in your photo.
I wouldn't.
You have leaned into many Lyft drivers in situations. You have said, I have your information. Make sure she gets in the front door. I want you to see her get in the front door.
And I'm like, and I have her location too. So I have your location. I know what they look like. So I literally will watch the dot. I would watch the dot all the way home. Like, just little things matter. So just be careful. Be careful. Be safe.
Check them too. Like, at the end of the day, it's going to tell you to do those things. You're annoyed by push notifications because you get 17,000 a day.
Yeah, but who cares on this one?
Like, make sure you scan the barcodes that are on the vehicles. Now they have to say who it is. You open at the door and you say, who are you here to pick up? And they have to say, I'm Sarah picking up Brooklyn. Like, there's new requirements for it. But I mean, once more, at the end of the day, I'm so grateful for these things that they've done. The what's my name? And that's what you say whenever you open up the door. That's where that concept came in. But it still comes back to the fact that it wasn't even an Uber driver. And that's just like, I'm grateful for the fixes, but it's almost implying that it was one Uber vehicle to another Uber vehicle. And it was a complete stranger that had pulled up.
That is just
and that's the notifying, like showing it obviously on the vehicles. Because you are right. That's always been weird to me because I know more vehicles now because I pay more attention to them. But before I didn't. So I had no fucking clue. And they didn't have like photos in the beginning of what kind of vehicle it was. So you're like an Impala and I'd be Googling a motherfucking Impala. Or I'd be like, I'm going to stand. And it was always busy streets, downtown Miami.
Right.
And you're like, there's 18 cars. You're not even allowed to pull off. So you're like, these actually had parking spots. So a whole different scenario to what like we're kind of used to. I don't know. It's a stressful situation sometimes.
It is. And like back then, that's why I always check license plates because I don't fucking know the difference between cars. But if it was a black car, like you can at least check the license plate number because I've almost gotten in the wrong car before. And then I looked at the license plate and I was like, that's not my car. Yeah. But I wouldn't think, sadly, because of stories like that.
I'm also kind of shocked. Like the friend didn't walk outside and wait with her. That was one, like, but it's a busy party area. And if you were really into it and you're like, I'm just going to head out and you weren't.
And they could have done it hundreds of thousands of times before.
Yeah.
Too. Like, so it's like they do it all the time. So cool. You know, people out here, we'll see in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's 2 a.m. There's lots of people probably leaving. You know what I mean? So like, who knows? I bet the friends feel like shit.
And doesn't that suck?
Yeah, and it
from
sucks.
like a no choice, really, no big thing.
Like you wouldn't think that, like
no.
You know what I mean? Like
I do because we have a fucking true crime podcast for over 4 years.
Yeah,
now I do because we swim in the warm piss water of murder every single week.
The warm piss water.
If there's one thing I can truly like announce on like doing a podcast on this topic for so long is how everything looks suspect to me.
Oh, me too.
Constantly. I've never been more fucking vigilant in any capacity in my life ever.
Right.
Than I have been over the last, like, I'm going to say 3 of the 4 years of us like doing this shit because I'm constantly fucking looking to see if something's sex trafficking, if someone's staring. Like it blows me away. And if you're into it, I definitely think if you're listening to true crime a lot, you think of it more.
Yeah.
But when you're writing book reports every week of it, it is all consuming.
Oh yeah.
It is all consuming.
For sure. Whew. Well.
There you have it.
Well, thanks for sharing Sammy's story.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
All right, homies. Don't forget, like, rate, review, subscribe.
Yeah, do all the things.
Do all of it.
Catch us on Spotify. Go to our merch store. What else can they do?
Preferably go to the merch store. Yeah. Buy a merch.
Who doesn't want a Sassholes? Well, maybe it's cold where you live.
I mean, and if you're in the area, you'll probably meet us because we don't want to pay for the shipping. So we'll probably drop it off.
Oh my gosh, right? If you live locally, just buy that and then we'll bring it to you.
Yeah.
We're going to wear a hot dog suit.
No, I will not. I don't even know why she fucking says that shit. She knows I'm not. Don't say the things.
Just because I wanted to see that look on your face right there.
No, the fuck I won't. Don't tell people. I absolutely will the fuck not. Heather will.
Everybody knows that. If they've watched the show, if they've watched the show and listened, they know that out of us two, who would wear a fucking hot dog costume?
Do you own a hot dog costume?
No, but I have 2 banana costumes for some reason. But I have no hot dog costume.
I'm going to leave it there.
I have a hot dog hat and shirt.
Y'all, don't forget, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
We love you.
We love you. Bye. one.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, A Couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I pet that dog?